Oh boy, what a beautiful day. Welcome to this episode of TLA. I'm out here fishing today in the bay, and then specifically Alameda Rockfall. And I'll tell you something about that. Alameda Rockfall is one of the very first places that I've learned to fish from a kayak, and one of the very first places I enjoyed for many, many years. And this is a great place for early season halibut, especially in the bay, when the water warms up here in the South Bay first before they start heading up over the North Bay and in the Central Bay. Okay, so in this episode, I'm going to talk about you to join the Alameda Rockfall Halibut Tournament this year. Tournament I hold on Saturday, June 1st, 2024. Here in the Alameda Rockfall. Man, it is such a gorgeous day. So I'm gonna go ahead and get set up first, and I'm gonna go around trolling for a few halibut.
The Alameda Rockfall is located in Alameda, California, and stands as one of the Bay Area's prime spots for early season halibut fishing. Over time, the boat ramp and recreation area have undergone significant improvements, including new bathrooms, revamped vegetation, and the addition of a fish cleaning station. It is an ideal spot to test your skills in kayak fishing for a beginner. Nonetheless, there are important safety considerations for fishing here, which I'll cover in the video.
Limit out already? Yeah? Good size?
Just 22.
Just 22? Alright.
You know, you're YouTube, right?
Ah, correct.
Alright. Just got it right outside.
Oh, yeah.
Like 15.
I'm sure you'll catch more. Alright, guys. So usually for halibut, I like to keep it real simple here in the bay. In years past, what has worked really well has been this little pink coochie that Twee and I like to use when we're trolling for halibut in the bay, which is actually pretty useful. But today I'm gonna just try to keep it a little simple, and I'm just going with a 3-way rig with a 10-ounce weight. We're heading towards the end of the tide right now, so I think the turn of the tide is gonna be around 9 o'clock. So hopefully I can catch the end of this incoming tide and get some fish. So 3-way rig right here, and I'm going to go and use my few sex herring that I have. Now, oh boy, it's been a more difficult year after year to get these guys, okay? But these are the bait of choice for Chovy himself, because if you can catch a fish, you're gonna catch it with this bad boy right here. Salmon, halibut, lingcod, they all love sex herring. That is what I love, and that is what a lot of people love here in the Bay Area. So if you can get on them, you can join my website, www.thelostanchovy.com, during the herring run and try to figure out where they are. It's a ton of fun just trying to catch, a ton of fun using them for bait as well. There you go. At least you're getting some head shakes. Yeah. Lots of those guys. Number one reason to join the ARW Halibut tournament this year is because it's a great place to learn to kayak. Usually when people start learning to kayak, one of the hardest problems they're going to have is the fact that they really don't know, what to do, safety issues, setting up their line, catching a fish, taking care of their fish. I mean, there's so many things that I take for granted personally when I'm kayak, because I've been doing it for so long that to me is just second nature. But I understand that, when you're new, there's a million questions that go through your head. Even a simple thing as just where is parking, right? Those are pretty simple things. The average new person, those are legitimate questions. And that's why I think going up to a tournament or stuff, you can learn a ton of knowledge from guys that have been doing this for a long time. And that will exponentially increase your ability to catch fish right away by going to these types of events. So that's my number one reason for coming to the ARW tournament on June 1st. All right, guys, fish on. It's on ticket, but I had to make sure it doesn't seem too big. Maybe 22-ish. It's a very small one. I'm gonna let him go. Generally with halibut, I'll let them go. They're kind of small. This one's probably about crud. You broke my treble hooks. So the number 2 reason is the cheapest form of entertainment you're gonna get in the bay. Honest sir, everything has been rising up, and even prices have been rising up on food, groceries, gas, insurance, everything possible in between. I've pretty much, for the most part, have tried to insulate this tournament in pricing, and I've pretty much kept it the same for a long time simply because I want people to enjoy it. I think it's an affordable thing to do, and definitely get the entertainment factor out of it for not too much money. So that's number 2, at least. Took my line. Could have been like a shark or a ray. It just took off. So hopefully it's white sea bass. So many white sea bass. Went that way. Still running. Still running. White sea bass. Right, white sea bass. Baby butt. Things like that. Part of a champion right here. Small little thing. Alright. So my next reason, even if you're spending money, you're still helping a good cause. So one of the things that we do at the Alameda Rock Ball is we always give a portion of the funds that we raise to a nonprofit. The last few years we've been giving it to Mary and her group, who actually work and volunteer here in Alameda to pick up garbage. This year we are supporting Kayak Fishing for Beginners, and they're a nonprofit that supports, veterans and people with disabilities. We're really supportive of that, and that's another reason to join on June 1st for the Alameda Rock Ball Tournament. Looking at here. All right, good size. All right, got a good size on this one. Okay, butt. Okay, but so he's barely hooked on. So gotta be really careful about how I play this guy. I'm not gonna be crying if I lose him, honestly, but I'm not trying to lose him either. That was a bad cap job. That was a bad cap job. Carlos and Moo would be highly disappointed in me. Wow, that guy jumped off. All right, buddy, let's see if we can do this again. He knows what's up now. All right, this one definitely went through. You can't have a Chovy video without like all this drama, right? I mean, that's what makes a Chovy video, is the drama, right? Getting attacked by seals. This is what you gotta get when you go to the Alameda Rock Ball. So these aren't the biggest of halibut, but they're good size if you're just trying to learn how to catch halibut in the bay. So you can pretty much get this size halibut in the bay. All right, so seems like they're biting again. I just flew around. So the number 1 reason to come to the ARW halibut tournament is the party. Definitely the party. I love throwing a good party, and I like having all you guys come out here and having a good party with me. And I think one of the big things in the kayak fishing community is our parties and our camaraderie, and that's it. That is one of the big things. If you are going to join kayak fishing, that is it. If you're not doing it, and you're not coming out here to these parties, man, you're missing a big piece of the community. You're a big piece of the sport that really isn't found anywhere else. So I love it. I love to throw a party. I mean, having a freaking DJ this year, so figure that out. It's got a big takedown from a Hallie. Oh, spirit fish. Spirit fish. Right along the wall, my friends. Go home fish. Wow, it felt like a champ. Look at this thing. It felt like a champ, but it's like a baby. The heart of a champion right here. It is this 22, and it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna let it go. But it's all right. It's going back. So here's a fishing tip if you're fishing at the Alameda Rockfall or the ARW: is at some point during the day, the tide is gonna be ripping. Okay. And I know some people who are new are gonna really struggle with this, because when the tide is ripping, like, you know, you feel like you're not really doing everything you can, but you're not really moving anywhere at all. And it seems like almost a very fruitless thing to do, but you're wasting a ton of energy, the fish aren't biting, and you're just wasting a lot of time. It can be utterly miserable. So one of the things I would recommend, if that happens to you and you're kind of out here on this side of the wall, is if you wanted to take a little breather, you can always just try to head inside of the wall, towards this way, towards the inside of the wall, and duck behind the wall itself. So on the outside is where all the boats, everyone's fishing, and on the inside is the more protected area, and that generally gets a lot less current than the outside is. Okay, and so if you just need a breather, you know, just relax a little bit. The fish aren't biting anyways in the middle of a tide. You can just duck inside of the wall, hang out there for a little bit, take a breather, and then when you're ready, just head back outside and go fishing again. All right, guys, so we're back on land here. So I was able to just manage that one halibut for the day, but I did get a bunch of small halibut bites though, so they're definitely here. And I did hear of one of the guys getting a 35. The bite was, I think it was early in the morning on the incoming tide, which is like around 8 o'clock in the morning. So there was a bite that happened, and some of the guys who were here limited out very quickly with that bite as well. So I was able to catch, you know, the other end of it as it slowed down. Okay, so I'll leave a link in the description to register for that event. And I think it's a great event. I think it's a fun event. I think it's a great event to meet people, especially if you're new or if you're even intermediate. It's just a very overall fun event. And if you guys like these videos, like, share, and subscribe. And hopefully I'll catch you guys at the 2024 ARW. All right,